I was probed. I was stuck. I was hurt. And I cried. There were days when I cried from sunup to sundown. And there were days when I sat in the dirt and I spoke not a word. And then to add insult to what you did to me, you boxed me in. You built borders all around me. I could not move. But on the inside, I began to gain a picture. And in that picture, I saw myself free. I saw myself liberated. And I began to smile. I began to smile and I stood up. And as I stood up, I heard this awful sound coming towards me. And the sound came closer and closer and closer. And I'm like, what? And there was a huge chute open over my head. And cement was dumped down on me. That cement was designed to shut me up and to shut me out. And I stood paralyzed, not knowing what to do, in a state of total disbelief. Yet on the inside, I had a picture of myself. And in that picture, I was free. And I was liberated. I pulled myself together. And I began to move to the right. And I moved to the left. And I'm like, okay. And I began to climb. And to climb. And to climb. And to... But something hit my head. And that was the ceiling of the cement that you had poured out on me to shut me up and to shut me out. And I looked over to my right, and there was a crack. Could this be my means of escape? I began to move towards the crack. I began to move towards the crack. And as I got to the crack, I began to climb faster and faster and faster until I got my head out. And I pulled the right stem out, and I pulled the left stem out, which were my arms and my hands. And I pulled myself up, and I pulled myself out. And I stand here now, liberated, in the wind, with cement all around me. But I tell you, I survived. You left a crack, but now I am back. I am back. I am back. I say this to you, not to impress you, but to impress upon you. Life is going to happen. There's no ifs, ands, and buts about it. There will be those days which you'll smile, but there will also be those days when the ones that you love the most will bother you the most. You know, everything will be out to pour cement on you and seal you in, to shut you up and to shut you out. But you got to keep the dreamer on. Yeah. Keep the dreamer on so that you can dream ridiculously. And I pray that somebody here was encouraged to get to the place where you write it down, where you begin to take images of yourself winning, see yourself winning in